Do you want to lose weight and drink alcohol at the same time? Because it can be done. I've got clients who have lost up to 10 kilos and they still drink alcohol every single weekend. They go out and enjoy themselves. And you do not have to restrict yourself to only, drinking water and drinking tea and staying away from all the fun stuff. Now, it might seem too good to be true, but I'm going to tell you guys exactly how you can do it. So in today's topic, I'm talking about alcohol and how you can still put it into your diet, how you can still go out on the weekend on a Friday or a Saturday night, go and enjoy yourself with friends and family so you don't feel like you're an outcast when you're trying to lose weight, and still make progress in the gym. Then when it comes to drinking alcohol, what a lot of people don't realize is how calorie dense it is and how easy it is to actually stop you from losing weight if you drink too much. But if you put little things into place and make a change, you can easily still manage weight loss while going out and being social and drinking. So let's get into it. Now, when it comes to drinking alcohol, there's a few key things you need to focus on. The first thing you need to do is, like people always say, keep it in moderation. You can't drink alcohol every single night. Well, you can, but it means you're gonna have to even eat less food than you are now. And so you've got to think about the trade-offs. Would you rather eat a little bit less food every single day and maybe have that drink, or would you rather just save your alcohol for the weekend or another time? Because alcohol is so calorie dense, it's much easier to drink your calories than it is to eat it. So if you're someone who would rather be hungry and enjoy a drink of alcohol, go for it. But if you're someone who would rather, eat a little bit more food and feel more satisfied, like I would, because I don't actually drink, well then you want to make sure that you're eating your food first and then saving the alcohol for on the weekend. So number one is think about, do you want to drink every single night, like 1 or 2 drinks, which I don't suggest, or do you want to save it for once or twice a week? Now, like I said, when it comes to moderation, you don't want to just go, all right, we're going to go out, we're going to go binge on a Friday or a Saturday night, because it's going to stop you from your goals, right? It's going to stop you from wanting to lose weight or from actually wanting to build muscle too. So when you think about going out to drink, what you want to think about is how much are you going to drink when you go out? Don't just go, we're going to go wild and we're going to do like 15 tequila shots and going to drink beers and ales and all these different things, because they all end up adding up at the end of the day. And you might have been going really well for the week, but that one night of drinking all those calories and then probably going out for greasy food, you've just completely undone everything you've worked hard for the week, and then you've got to restart it again. And none of us like using all that time. You spend a week doing that and then you've got to go back and start again. Like, what a waste of a week you've just done. All that hard work you've put in the gym, eating right, preparing your meals, doing all of those good things, and then you've just completely undone it with alcohol. And then we beat ourselves up for it, which is the worst thing, because at the end of the day, you've done it to yourself. So if you're doing small little things to change it, you're not going to have those detrimental effects and you're still going to be able to lose weight. So decide what day you're actually going to go out and drink, and start drinking in moderation first of all before you start binging and going nuts. That's the first thing. Now remember, I'm telling you how you can lose weight and drink alcohol. So stop trying to find excuses to go, well, why can't I binge, or why can't I do that? You can, but you're just not going to reach your goals. If you are going to go out and drink on a Friday or a Saturday night, we want to be reducing our calories during the week. If you eat less during the week, you're not going to have as big as effect on when you drink alcohol when you go out. So what I suggest is reducing your carbs and fats during the week, focusing, you still have a little bit, but you would eat less than normal. So if you're still trying to lose weight, whatever you're eating, however many calories you're eating now, I would suggest reducing it by about 150 to 200 calories a day. So for me, I'm eating 2,600 calories. I could eat like 24 or 2,300 calories, depending on how much you think you're going to drink on a Friday night. If you're only going to drink 4 or 5 drinks, it's not going to be a huge amount of calories you need to reduce. But the more you think you're going to drink, the more you're going to have to reduce, right? So the first thing is to reduce your calories during the day and then during the week. So if you're going to drink on a Friday, from Monday to Friday, reduce the calories. And then on the Friday, I would even say, you know what? Reduce it even more. Save yourself as much as you can, because the more wiggle room you can give yourself, the less detrimental it's going to be. So that's the first tip. Reduce the calories during the week, and then on the day you're going to drink, drop them even more just to save yourself some extra calories. Number 2 is that when you go out and drink, stick to your simple liquors and stick to light beer, right? So when you're going to go out, a lot of people, we want to get all different types of things. But if you want to save your calories, like if you still want to go out and enjoy yourself, I suggest sticking to vodka, gin, all things like that, right? Stick to your straight spirits. The less amount of extra calories you're adding in, the less detrimental it's going to be. What happens is it's not just the alcohol that's going to cause the weight gain because of the calories, it's also going to be the sugary drinks you're having. So if you have vodka and Coke instead of vodka and Coke Zero. Vodka and Coke, like so vodka itself is going to have calories, then you've got the Coke and sugary drink on top of that. So instead, if you go like a vodka and Coke Zero or a something like that, or just a straight vodka shot, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of extra calories too. So doing something like that is as simple as saving yourself all those little extra calories. So sticking to straight spirits. And then when it comes to beer, choose the lighter carb option because there's a lot of carbohydrates in beers, especially from the yeast and stuff like that. And if you can save yourself all those carbs, that's another way. The more you can save yourself calories, the more you can go out and drink a little bit more and have more fun, but still not make it as impactful. So straight liquors, sticking away from your high carb beers, and also stick to your wine. Like if you want to do a wine, stick to a red wine too. So number 2 is to make sure you stick to straight liquors, low carb beers, red wines. That's it. Number 3, like I said, is avoid the sugary mixins. So don't get an espresso martini. Don't go and get all the sugary drinks. Don't go and get a cocktail with all the syrups and the chocolates and all that stuff. Because like I said, the more calories you're adding into your body, the more calories you're putting in the drink, it's just going to put you straight off. And the more of a chance you've got to actually avoid all those calories and just stick with the straight liquors, the more of a chance you're going to have to lose weight. So avoid all the sugary mix-ins. Stick to as straight as possible. Don't go getting, all the extra sugar and add it in there. You do not need it, okay? It's as simple as that. That's number 3, avoid the sugary mix-ins. No, yes, if you want one, have a cocktail, whatever, but think about all that stuff that's going into a cocktail that you're putting straight back into your body. It's so easy to go over your calories, but then again, making simple choices is going to help you stay under for the day. And the last thing you guys want to focus on is not binge eating after you're drinking. So it's not just the drinking that causes problems, it's also the eating too, because a lot of people, we start to get in the mood for crappy food, we want something greasy, we want something now, and so you might go to Macca's or a Porto or get a kebab or whatever's open, and that's another let's say another 600 to 800 calories you've just consumed. So if you consume 10 drinks and then you go and get something to eat after, you've just, you completely blow yourself out of the water, and it can be so easy to, like I said, put yourself back in that calorie surplus, which means that you're going to be gaining weight or staying where you are at the moment as opposed to losing weight. So as much as you can, avoid the food, whatever you can do, or choose the leaner option. If your friends do go to Macca's, get yourself a grilled chicken burger, take off the burger and just have the grilled chicken for some protein. Do little things like that. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're someone who's susceptible to eating crappy and greasy food when you go out and drink, you need to really think about that choice, because at the end of the day, it's just going to throw you off. And the last thing I want you guys to focus on, if you do end up blowing yourself out of the water, if you drink too much, if you eat too much crappy food, the next thing to do the next day is just to reduce your food too. Now, it might still help, if you do it the next day, it just depends how much you overeat. So if you overate by heaps and overdrank, well then the next day, honestly, I'll just completely cut it out. Stick to your lean proteins and vegetables during the day, and don't really have anything else, because you can still try and make up for a crappy night. So they're the 4 tips, guys. I'll go over again really quickly. Number 1, stick to your straight liquors. Number 2, avoid the sugary mix-ins. Number 3, do not go out and just try and eat all the crappy food you can afterwards. Number 4, reduce your calories during the week. And the last one is, if you do go overboard, just make sure that you bring it back by trying to eat less the next day. So I hope the video is informative, guys. If you want the top 10 free foods that I always recommend you buy, make sure to click the link down below, and I'll speak to all of you guys in the next video. See ya.